Welcome back to DeFi Exploits Explained. Today's signature replay in 3 clear acts. First, the honest flow, how a signed payout is supposed to work. Then the attack, where one signature meant for a single payment is replayed again and again to drain the vault. And then the fix, and every act we prove 3 ways. On a diagram in a test where you watch every balance change and then live on a public blockchain where I run a command and we follow the tokens on Etherscan together. Let's go. First, the setup. Think of the vault as a cashier that pays out a real tradable token worth real money. To get paid, you show a message the operator signed, and that signature is the proof. The operator approved paying this person this amount. It's like a signed check. The cashier checks the signature, and if it's the operator's, it pays. Simple and useful, but here's the flaw we'll exploit. The signed message says who and how much, but nothing that ties it to a single use. No serial number, no expiry. And the signature is public. It sits right there in the transaction for anyone to copy. So the same signed check can be cashed over and over. Let's see honest first. Pusco, we build it in Foundry. Here's the skeleton of the payout vault. It holds the reward token and it knows one trusted operator, the signer. The one function that matters is claim, where you present who to pay, how much, and the operator's signature. Let's fill it in. Here's the claim function. It rebuilds the exact message to an amount, hashes it, and recovers who signed it. If that's the operator, it pays. It looks airtight. The signature really is the operator's. But look at what's missing. Nothing marks this signature as used. No nonce, no deadline, no record that this exact payout already happened. So the very same signature passes the check every single time. First, let's use this vault honestly. Act 1, the honest flow on the diagram. The operator signs one message, pay Alice 100. Alice takes that signature to the vault and calls claim. The vault checks the signature, sees it's the operator's, and pays Alice 100 tokens worth about $100. One signature, one payment, exactly as intended. Hold on to that. The operator authorized 100, and 100 is what moves. Now let's prove it. Here's the honest test. We fund the vault. The operator signs a single payout of 100 to Alice, and Alice claims it once. We print her balance before and after. Watch the numbers. Run it. The vault holds the pot. The operator signs pay 100 to Alice. Before Alice has 0, she claims, and after she holds exactly 100, the one payout that was authorized. That's the honest flow, proven. Now let's watch it on a real blockchain. We deployed this vault to Sepolia, a public testnet, through my chainstack node. Here's Alice's claim, live, and here's what I want you to look at. The tokens that actually move. Etherscan lists every transfer inside the transaction, and there's exactly 100 reward tokens from the vault to Alice. One signature, one payment, that's honest. Now watch someone photocopy it. Act 2, the attack, on the diagram. The operator signs one payout, 100 to the attacker, a perfectly normal authorization, but the signature is public. It's right there in the first transaction. So the attacker takes that one signature and submits it again and again, 10 times all in one transaction. Each time the vault rebuilds the same message, recovers the same operator, and pays another 100 because nothing tells it the signature was already used. One authorization for 100 becomes 1,000 out the door. It's a photocopied check, cashed 10 times. Let's prove it. Here's the attack test. The operator authorized one single payout of 100 to the attacker. A little replayer contract takes that one signature and submits it 10 times in a single transaction. We print the attacker's balance before and after. Run it. The operator authorized one payout, 100, to the attacker. The attacker's balance before is 0. Then the replayer submits that same signature 10 times, and after the attacker holds 1,000, 10 times what was ever authorized, and the vault is down by 1,000. Same signature, same check, paid 10 times, now on-chain. Same story on Sepolia. First, in the terminal, I read the vault before the attack. The pot is full, 100,000 reward tokens, real money, and the attacker holds nothing. Now the replay. Here is the attack, one single public transaction, so follow the tokens. Etherscan shows 10 token transfers inside this one call, and every single one is identical. 100 reward tokens from the vault to the attacker, 10 times. That's the replay right there on chain. One signature the operator meant for a single 100, cashed 10 times for 1,000. Nothing here was forged, the signature is genuinely the operator's, it was just never limited to one use. And back in the terminal, we read the damage of the chain. The attacker's balance is 1,000 from a single $100 authorization real tokens they'll sell, and the vault is down by that 1,000. It matches the test to the token, and you can open that transaction on Etherscan and count the 10 transfers yourself. Now let's fix it. Act 3. The fix on the diagram. We bind each signature to a single use. 3 things. 1. A domain. The signature is tied to this exact contract and this chain, so it can be reused elsewhere. 2. A deadline, and a nonce, a serial number baked into what's signed. And 3. The vault remembers each signature the first time it pays and refuses it ever after. Now replay the attack. The first claim pays the authorized 100, and the second time the very same signature is submitted, the vault sees it's already used and reverts. The photocopy bounces. Let's build it and prove it. Here's the fixing code. The signed message now includes a nonce and a deadline, and it's wrapped in an AIP 712 domain tied to this contract and chain. When a claim comes in, we compute that bound digest, check it hasn't been used, mark it used, and only then pay, so a valid signature still works exactly once, replay it and it reverts with used, tie each signature to one payout, and a photocopy is worthless. Here's the fixed test. Same operator, same attacker, the exact same idea. Present a signature and try to replay it. The only thing that changed is the vault underneath. Now it binds and remembers each signature. We claim once, then replay the same one. Run it. The first claim pays the one authorized 100. Then the attacker submits the identical signature again, and it reverts used. The balance is capped at 100, exactly what was authorized. Same signature, same attempt, and the replay is dead. Now let's confirm it on chain. On Sepolia, we deployed the fixed vault, and the attacker presents the signature. Follow the token, exactly one transfer, 100 from the vault to the attacker, the single authorized payout. And when that same signature is submitted again, the transaction reverts with used, nothing moves. The identical replay that stole 1,000 from the broken vault moves 100 here once and never again. And in the terminal, the result read straight off the chain. The attacker's balance is 100, and it stays 100 no matter how many times the signature is replayed, because the vault reverts every repeat with used. The pot is safe, same signature, same attack, and binding it to one use shuts it down completely. 3 acts, 3 ways each: diagram, test, and live on chain. Quick recap. A signed message authorizes a payout, like a signed check the vault will honor. Honestly, one signature means one payment. Alice was authorized 100 and got 100. The bug is that the signature is public and nothing limits it to a single use, so an attacker replays that one signature 10 times and walks off with 1,000 real tokens they sell. The fix is to bind each signature, tie it to this contract and chain, give it a nonce and a deadline, and mark it used the first time it pays. Sign for one payout, pay once. A photocopied check should always bounce. A quick note, rebuilding these acts safely and explaining them line by line takes real work. If it helps you, the wallets are on screen and there's a Ko-fi link below. Every tip funds the next breakdown. Thank you. And that's signature replay, told in full what an honest signed payout looks like, how one public signature becomes a real money drain, and the one change that stops it, each act shown on a diagram in a test and live on a public chain. Next episode, another DeFi exploit, rebuilt from scratch and then fixed. Subscribe so you don't miss it, tell me in the comments which exploit to break down next, and I'll see you there.